Hello and welcome to Rocky Mountain Gardens. Today I would like to give you a quick tour of my back and my front porches. I hope you can get lots of ideas for decorating your own porches in this video. And you know how I am a very vintage cottage themed sort of decorator, and I like to thrift, so you'll see some examples of those items in my tour. So let's start the tours. Let's start with my front porch today, where I have added a touch of Americana. You know, it's that patriotic season. And right down here, I have this cute little truck that my daughter gave me for Mother's Day. And we have some impatiens in the pot in the back of the truck. Coming around by my door here, this is a cute little sign that my cousin gave to me. Isn't it darling? Handmade. And we have a welcome sign here by the door. And this is a wreath that I actually made for my daughter. Funny story, she had this hanging on her front door, and in the spring here in Colorado, we often have an invasion of a type of moth called miller moths. And one day she went to open her front door and about 100 miller moths flew out of the wreath and scared her to death. So she said, "Mom, I'm not sure I want to have wreaths on my door anymore, especially in the spring," and gave it to me. But I like this combination of the pink florals with my patriotic pieces here. I have on this corner stand some patriotic pieces and a cute little USA sign here. It's a little bit hidden. Now here I have live flowers. These ones do well here in the shade. But I decided with this urn on the ground right here to use faux flowers. So I had a very full look to the florals all summer long, and no worries about flowers dying and so on. Over here on my rocking chairs, these vintage chairs, let's come over here. The sunlight is a little bright at this time of day out here, but I have two pillows on the first rocking chair, and over here on the second I have this cute shawl, perfect colors for me, that I threw over the back. And then we have some sweet summer themed pillows that really, you know, say nice things about the season. Now on this table, I have this sale find, a cute metal rooster with the red and blue colors, as well as a really sweet birdhouse. You know how I love my birdhouses. And one nation under God. And then, guys, I found this darling basket at the Goodwill, very inexpensive. It's a little hidden behind this basket, but on the lower shelf I have a floral bouquet, red, white, and blue. Lastly, over in the corner here, I just love this hanging wood piece on the side of my porch. It just kind of closes in the porch, makes it a little more private feeling. And then this old table that is very beat up as it's been out in the weather, but we have a watering can on the bottom shelf and some plants. In fact, this plant here is a purple heart from my indoor plant collection that I put out here. And then of course I have some proven winter petunias that are just blooming up a storm for the summer. Now I also really enjoy always buying some Boston ferns to hang from my porch for everyone to see in the neighborhood as they walk by. And so those are hanging there, looking pretty. And this is my cozy front porch, a great place to sit out and wave hello to the neighbors. Welcome to my back porch. And I'm giving you an overall view from the one corner of the porch. My theme out here is vintage cottage, and I have quite a few thrifted items out here, including these black wrought iron chairs that are probably about 50 years old now. And let's look closely at some of the things that I've included here. That brown basket that you see there, kind of barrel shaped, is a wonderful thrift find from either Goodwill or the Ark, my two favorite places to thrift. Just like on my front porch, I use faux plants and greenery in the areas around the back or toward the inside of my porch, you might say, because it gets so little sunlight over here, especially this corner I'm showing you right now, that it's very difficult for anything to grow here. So that's a tip for you all. Be sure to take advantage of some faux plants for those kinds of areas, very, very dark shade. And then you can use live plants where you know they're going to get some sunlight. I like to style this little cabinet here with thrifted items. This one basket that you see right here is one that I made myself years ago when my daughter was a baby, and I kind of got into handmade baskets with a neighbor of mine who taught classes, and that was really fun to produce some of my very own baskets. The basket that you see on top of this garage sale find, this little nightstand that I painted up, that was also a thrifted basket. And as well, this little wooden stool that is so cute. Oh my goodness, I just love that. I believe I found that one at the Salvation Army. And this faux ficus tree used to be indoors in my house in the corner where my new bookcases are located. On this little settee, I covered up the cushions with this darling quilt that I thrifted. Oh my goodness, I just love it, and it looks so cute on here with the pillows. I like to buy the pillow covers off Amazon that you can stuff old pillows in, or old stuffing from bed pillows. All of that works to give you a nice selection of pillows for anywhere in your home, indoors or out. Let's go over now, because this side of my porch is close to the sunlight. I was able to plant some plants here, and oh my goodness, it looks like something has been eating my beautiful fuchsia here that was doing so well. That's not a good thing, is it? Have to look into that problem. And this hanging basket is doing fairly well. Unfortunately, all of my plants are getting a very late start due to our late spring snow that we had here. Look at these cute little garden boots. Aren't they darling, with this kitty peeking out? So cute. Now over here, I do have a couple of live plants that I brought out for the summer from my home inside. A spider plant and an oxalis. In this planter, you can see what a healthy fuchsia looks like. Not chewed down by, I don't know what insect might have done that. Here we have my 2 wrought iron chairs that I mentioned earlier. And you know, to me, the more pillows, the better. Everything looks very cottage and cozy. Next, let's swing over to this side of my porch and get an overall view for you. You can see that I have set up my little bistro table for a tea party. And I have included some of my Royal Albert cups and saucers. A darling teapot. Love that pink floral design. This plant right here is called Purple Heart. It does well in the sun and gets very purpley and colorful there. And then here I have some thrifted pieces, the doily. The tablecloth is a vintage one with lovely embroidery. Let me see if I can show you a close-up of that. It's a bit breezy out here today. And then, so that was thrifted, as well as this under tablecloth, which is a pretty floral, perfect for a tea party outdoors. In the corner here, I have my Proven Winners bubblegum petunias, which is just growing like a weed, as it always does. It's a perfect petunia for your garden. And then on this corner, we have some more very pretty petunias from Proven Winners. I forget this variety name. And we have also sweet potato blackie, which will eventually trail down and over the pot as it has time to grow. I included another Boston fern hanging from this hook. I always like to place one there in on my porch. And then down here we have some impatiens, which does well in the shade, polka dot plant, asparagus fern, and also some ivy that I took as cuttings from my indoor ivy to use outside in some of my pots this summer. So there you are, friends. I hope you enjoyed this look at my cottage and vintage styled back porch. I hope you have a nice porch that you can decorate as well, and maybe got some ideas today from this video for things that you can do on your porch to make it look warm and inviting, and a wonderful place to spend for morning coffee, evening glass of wine. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that, to show me that you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions about what I showed on my porches, be sure to make a comment down below, and I would be happy to answer and help you out with anything I can. Also, if you like what you see on my channel, you might consider subscribing for more home and garden videos. This is Mary saying bye for now and have a lovely, lovely day.